Welcome back to a brand new video. We're back here in another Madden video. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. We are back with season number 3. Chicago Bears versus Green Bay Packers, opening the season off. We had a very somewhat of a successful year. Somewhat. I won't say very. This is Sunday night game. They pretty much had everybody had their games already except the people that would be playing on Monday. If you didn't see the last video, we traded for Davante Adams. Because I can't go through one of them years with Davante Adams actually besting our defense over and over again, getting 100, 200, 300 yards on literally 5 receptions. I can't be having that. Because that's what bests us in these games, is top receivers getting that many yards. But that's alright. We're going to get down to business this year. And we made it to the Super Bowl last year, and I believe we can do it again this year. We got to dethrone the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm willing to do whatever is necessary to do that. We got new players. If you want to know who's starting today at quarterback, it is Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence will start today.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
There's players that are looking for new contracts this year. We are looking to watch Aaron Rodgers retire this year. We are looking to watch that.
As we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Chicago Bears.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers.
Todd Gurley needs to show that he can withstand being injured, because I'm tired of seeing him injured, and it's getting very frustrating.
Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Robert Tonyan, the intended target, but it'll be second down. On play action, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over, teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On first down, it's Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
11 yards there, just like last play. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 7 yards the pickup there. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Lawrence will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Looking deep for Adams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Devontae Adams, 48 yards, as the Bears push further out in front. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Funches with a catch over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence looking middle. It's caught by Gronkowski. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Nice little juke. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He was trying to fit it into Gronkowski there, and it's 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Boy, now what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead, pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
43 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight to the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Let's see the Packers defensively 6 DB, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. They juked him. Jukes by again. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
And he's made the most of it to this point. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The 71 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From midfield now, Lawrence. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Andy Janovich, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, it's Jones. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Man, that's a third fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Wait for the moment.
Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Todd Gurley.
I want to play the
His second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
This team is easy to beat.
So that drive
took away the Lumpy Adams trade for him in the last video. See how they are bad without him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bears defense now back out onto the field. And for their efforts so far, they deserve a little defensive montage here.
I like that. I like how you recognize.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Out of the shotgun is Jones.
Number 58, Madden leaving tackle left.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Room here to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Amari Rodgers, 69 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here.
He's going to kick, so I don't really feel like sitting here.
From the 31, Lawrence. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, already his second. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's set away. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he fires one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but
and this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
4th quarter.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Rodgers. The ball comes out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Oh, they're holding their breath right now. That's Aaron Rodgers shaken up on the play. Still down. Oh, hate to see. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. There's Rodgers to throw. That's caught right side by Amari Rodgers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now there you go, Rodgers to Rodgers. First down, Packers. On first down, Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On the delay, Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's wonderful.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Santos' kick is up and through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
We did good.